to stay on the dirt road just so we can have room for the vehicles for the ORP, instead of staying on that hard road and being in the open grassy area. Convoy moving down there, 50 to 75 meters apart.
Incoming!
Clear directions on that piece of it, but we're pretty much right at the intersection north of the target. Over.
The location that the team leader and I have picked out is it's too close to the target.
Yeah, smash the solar panel with it. Yeah, I thought it was.
No reading.
So I don't drop
Only about a 10-foot drop, and we have a ladder.
So you guys are having it.
So our mission here with the Air Force, we're attached to an Army unit. It's an Army Seaburn unit, so they're going to be the chemical corps, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear response. The Army primarily is active response based, whereas us, the Air Force, we're emergency based. We're more concerned with airfield operations, kind of more defensive based. So out here today, we're actually participating in, we're kind of augmenting the Army for an emergency mission to apparently dispose of munitions or stored munitions. I think they're trying to recover and dispose of those. So what we're doing is basically helping with decontamination, as well as assisting with any sort of detecting, monitoring, things like that in the meantime, as far as chemical, biological, all that sort of stuff as well. It's very different, and it's definitely a good experience as well, seeing how the different branches operate. It's going. It's good training. It's like I mentioned, the Army operates very differently in every part of life. As far as housing and chow and things like that. It's very good to see, though. Like I mentioned, they have different equipment. They have the different vehicles that they use. It's just it's good to be able to kind of live with the other branches. Get a feel for how they operate, how they live day to day. It's something that definitely doesn't happen. The opportunity came up for our unit, and they told us you have the option to go, and it seemed like something that would definitely be different than what our general annual tour would be, our 2 weeks. So it's definitely something interesting and worth recommending. As far as the seaborne training, so we generally, as far as emergency management goes, we generally have our own detection, monitoring equipment and things like that that we do train with. But the Army uses all different techniques, all different equipment and things like that. So yes, we do train with our own equipment, our detection and monitoring. But a lot of times it's not the equipment that we use isn't generally used by all branches. So like I said, the Army has vehicles that we definitely don't get to see, and play with and kind of look and see how they work. And it's very different. Seeing being an airman, we obviously don't get this the sort of combat feel that we're getting out here today. It's good to see. We basically convoyed to where we are right now, and that's something I've never done before. I had no idea how that operated. So we got to see how the convoy works, and it's basically the Army is working. They're doing their exercise as they would real world, and I respect that. And it's definitely something you get a different feel when you hear guns going off, you hear bombs going off, and things like that. It gives you more of a respect for how these sort of things actually go down.